If you have people on one side and money on the other side, I would take people every day of the week.
Hello, Yang Yang. This now man. Watch the debate. This time I get to watch by myself. I normally watch debate with the watch party, my fellow Yang Yang at Northern Virginia, Yang Yang Nova. But I'm in Oklahoma City. I can find new watch parties, so I didn't try too hard. My fault. Mostly my fault. I know the other YouTubers, the Yang Yang YouTubers. Oh, actually, one of my commenters call them Yang Tubers. I know other Yang Tubers will make an analysis video real quick here soon. So I thought maybe I just make something different than what they will talk about, because I know they will talk about, who won, who did what, and all that, and I'll go then consume those things like a candy. Tonight I need to stay off a little bit. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about Andrew Yang's break time. I bet no one did that yet, I hope. What I noticed about Andrew Yang when they went on, I guess, the commercial break, but PBS broadcast those too during that time, and Andrew Yang stayed on the stage throughout the whole debate, never left the stage, whereas other debaters left and took restroom break or whatnot, and he stayed there. He talked. At first, he talked to like fellow debaters. When they left, he came near the edge of the stage and talked to his supporters and shake their hands and talk to them. And it sort of reminded me of two books. But before I mention those two books, there could be two reasons why he did that. One, to fit in the Asian stereotype, the Asian work ethic, Not sometimes that's not very good stereotype, Or two, he really loved people he's dealing with, whether it's his supporters or his fellow debaters, fellow candidate. He seemed to really like these people, interacting with these people. And again, that remind me of two books. First one, again, I'm going to quote Sun Tzu. Let me see if I could find the quote page here. Yeah, I think I already quoted this in previous videos, but yeah, here it goes. Know thyself, know thy enemy, 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. To make up for the repeat of the quote, I'm going to give you another book. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the other book called, it's a science fiction novel by Scott Carson or Orson Scott Cars. Orson Scott Cars or Scott Orson Cars. I forgot which one. I'll put it up here somewhere. They even made a movie about it with their Harrison Ford. Movie wasn't that good, but I'm going to use it for cover, I think. The book was awesome, though. The first book. It's about this government or army or Air Force or Space Force preparing these children. They're recruiting these 4, 5, 6-year-old kids to become battle ready for oncoming alien race that are bug-like race. Anyway, there's this kid named Inder. He's one of those prodigy genius, and he becomes the best of the best in that group of kids. Whole bunch whole bunch of little children, Sun Tzu, basically in this space station, and they're preparing for this battle with the alien race. And when Inder gets into these fights or team battles, he would always win, even though he's not the physically, he's not the most physical person. He will always outwit his enemy, and he will win in these simulated battles. And he becomes top of the class and whatnot, and top leader in that group. And later on, by the way, I'm spoiling a lot of this book, but you can read it. Still, there's a lot of good stuff there. It's a short book, okay? Anyway, the reason why he wins, according to this book, is that he actually loves his friends, family, and even his foes. Idea is that to love them is to thoroughly understand them and understand yourself, understand people you love, and understand you who are doing the loving. And yeah, so he's taking Sun Tzu's quote to the like a next level. Love your enemy if you want to beat them. Well, the book is about life and death between two races, right? So it is Inder who's going through this conflict. He has to kill the ones that he end up loving or understanding, thoroughly understanding. And this may be what I'm projecting to my favorite candidate in the debate stage. But when I saw him in that break, during that break times, and even after the debate, where he is mingling with the fellow debaters and shaking hands, taking selfies, I just saw a man who really loved his people. I mean, Inder loved his team, loved his team members, and that's why he had a great following as well, loyal following. And doesn't Andrew Yang have a very loyal following in Yang Gang? And because it seems that it shows his love for Yang Gang, much as we show love for him, right? And he seems to show that kind of love for his fellow debaters as well. And maybe this is a way for Andrew Yang, without even knowing, to understand these people. And because he understands them, that he loves them, And yeah, that's what I got out of it. Again, I may be thinking a little bit too hard this time, okay? Make me think harder, but just a little less. If you accuse me of that, I'll accept. I'm thinking a little too hard. But I guess this is my ideal candidate, and I'm projecting that to Andrew Yang, maybe. But in that stage, this ideal candidate to me, one who would be the closest to me would be Andrew Yang, of all those people that's on there. Yeah. So even if he's not that I'm projecting on to him, he is the closest one from what I saw during his breaks. Anyway, next one, next video. I noticed that he didn't have too much time on this one, but I was okay with it, and because it wasn't deliberate like NBC was on debate number 5, and it was more to his advantage that he stay out of the fight. So I'm going to use another Sun Tzu quote on next time. It's this: he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Sun Tzu. So that probably come out after Tuesday next week. Till next time, Namen out.